Now this is my third video, and now what we have done today will and yesterday of course, we will have a quick revision of all with some questions before I do map with you. Now the first question is, what did people observe? Very important question to understand that how they became farmers. Observation is very important to do something. Like if you're not observing the things, you will never achieve the goals. So now the question from here, what did people observe? Think, yes, you must have thought of the answer. So now let's discuss. They observed the places where edible plants were found. First thing, what was the first thing they found? Places where the plants which they can eat were found. Then how seeds broke off stalks and then they fell on the ground. And then what did they see? New plants sprouted from them. So what did they observe? Places where edible plants were found, how seeds broke off stalks, fell on the ground, and new plants sprouted from them. Clear to everyone? Very good. Now the second question, why did people have to stay at one place? When people learned, okay, first you think, I give you 1 minute to think about it. Why did people have to stay at one place? Tick tick 1, tick tick 2, tick tick 3. You must have now recollected. You have tried to bring out what I have taught you from your memory, that people started staying at one place because they started growing plants. And when they started growing plants, they had to water the plants. They had to do the weeding also. They had to protect the plants from the birds and other animals. And these plants, and before these plants ripened, it could take days, weeks, or months. That is why people had to stay at one place. Children, if you see in the question, did is there, right? But when you write the answer, you remove this did. At that time, this have changes into had. Right? You have to remember this. Okay. Now, next question. Which was the first animal to be tamed? All of you must be knowing the answer of this, isn't it? You all love this animal. Many children are having this animal at their home also. They play with them. They give food to these animals. Yes, you are right. I'm talking about the dog. The first animal to be tamed was dog. But this dog was the wild ancestor of the dog that you see today. It was not a dog which you nowadays keep at your place. It was a wild ancestor of the dog. Now the next question is, animals that were kept by people when they became herders. Which were the animals that people kept for herding? Yes, guess it. Yeah, I know many of you must be knowing the answers. These animals were sheep, goat, cattle, and pigs. So pigs, cattle, goat, and sheep were the animals which were earlier kept by or herded by the people. Now next question is, what is domestication? I explained you yesterday. So if I give this question, it means if you know the answers of all these questions, so this shows that you have understood the chapter. So to understand this chapter, you have to know the answers of these questions. So it is like a summary of the whole chapter, like the part which we have covered till now. So now the question is, what is domestication? It is a process of growing plants and look after animals. So what is domestication? Domestication is a process of growing plants and looking after the animals. Clear? Now comes the next question. What do you understand by storing of animals and plants? When we talk about the storing of plants, it is that we store the grains. And when we talk about storing of animals, if we rear or we are herding the animals from whom we can get meat and milk, that is known as storing of animals. So the next question is, name the places of Neolithic sites. This question will cover and we'll do the map. So let's come to the next question. What were the things that people made for storing grains? Very good question. Yes, think about it. People made pots out of clay. Then people wove basket to keep the grains. Then people dug pits so that they can store the grains. Very good. Now grains grown at that time, wheat, barley and rice were the important grains which were grown at that time. I'm again telling you children, by doing all these questions, you covered what is being taught to you in the two classes. So it is very important that when you read the chapter, you should understand that you should be able to answer these questions to understand the basic of this chapter. So now let's come to the map, children. When we talk about the map, see, I'm showing this map from the book only. This is your history book, and from this only I would like to show you the map. Can you see the map here? Now see children, this is Burzoham. What is this? Burzoham. This is a Neolithic site. Pit houses were found here. It is in Kashmir. So you can mark this on the map. Then we have this Mehergarh. It is in Pakistan. Now this is Bhimbetka. The caves were also found. You studied this in the previous chapter also. It is in Madhya Pradesh. Then you have this Koldiva. This is in Uttar Pradesh. This again is a Neolithic site. Chiran. This is in Bihar. I am not able to hold it very nicely again. This is Pempalli and Brahmagiri, both are in Andhra Pradesh. So children, I hope the map is clear to you, and you can see this map in the PPT also more clearly. I have marked it, but I have told you the states so that when you take the political map of India, you can fill it in the state. Fill it in these places in the states. So for today, this is all. I would like to see you all studying this very nicely so that we can move forward in this chapter. Take care. Enjoy your day. Bye.